How is it going, everyone? In this video, I want to cover some updates on a game that I'm very much looking forward to in 2026. One of my more anticipated games of the entire year, and 26 is loaded with big titles. I can't say it's my most anticipated game of next year, but it's in the upper mix, and it is coming from Housemarque. It is the PlayStation 5 exclusive in Saros. We got a brand new trailer. We've got some new details that, unfortunately, one aspect of it I am very disappointed by, just because I think it is going to be something Sony is going to do in the future as well. I thought maybe they weren't going to go down this route, but it looks like they are. The release date has been adjusted, so let's just get the bad news out of the way, at least something I perceive as bad news. Some people are just not going to think of this as a big deal, but Saros will now be also employing the early access gimmick, the fake early access gimmick that so many other games have started to do. Developers and publishers, really more so publishers, are too afraid to up the cost of games from $70 to $80 because they know it's going to get a lot of pushback. So now they are incentivizing you to buy the digital deluxe edition by offering you quote-unquote early access. What it really is delayed access for the people that dare to pay only $70. Yes, they can promote it as early access. Dude, it's a single-player game. The game is done by April the 28th. It's ready to go. It's a digital title. You can unlock the game. It's not that difficult to do, but they want to incentivize people to buy the digital deluxe edition. Now, the digital deluxe edition will also include some cosmetics, but I'm so disappointed by this. It's not just Sony, it's Konami, it's Microsoft, it is so many publishers, and this is a creative way for them to up the price of their games by not upping the price of their games, if that makes any sense. Not upping the standard price of their games. What it is they're taking away something that you used to have in the past for free. You know what you had in the past for free? The ability to play a game on the actual release date. Now, you have to wait a little bit if you dare to spend only $70 and not $80. Just a bummer, and I hate this trend in gaming, and I knew that it was a possibility that more and more PlayStation games were going to go this route, because Death Stranding 2 also had the early access gimmick, and that was a PlayStation published game. However, Ghost of Yotei did not, so I was like, hey, maybe the actual first-party in-house Sony studio titles, those games won't have the early access gimmick, but that is not the case. Housemarque is owned by Sony. Sony is publishing Saros. Saros has the early access gimmick, and that does worry me a little bit for Wolverine, because guess what? The Saros Digital Deluxe Edition is $80. Wolverine, I can easily see them bake in 48 hours of quote-unquote early access. Have some cosmetics that for the most part people don't care about. We'll take your $90 now, and guess what? A lot of people will spend $90 because Wolverine is that big of a game. Saros, definitely, I don't think people are going to go the $90 route, but $80 for the deluxe edition with fake early access. Just a bummer. Hate this trend in gaming, and it deserves to be called out. A lot of other publishers do it, but it is what it is. Now, the trailer itself, I think, looked great. We have a little bit more insight into the story and the content of the game. The gameplay looks fast-paced. It looks chaotic, it looks action-heavy. It is very much a Housemarque game in its essence, and that is one of the things that I have very much appreciated over Housemarque over the course of the release of Returnal and now into Saros, that yes, their games have exploded in budget. Yes, their games are so much bigger than if you compare them to their older titles like Super Stardust HD and Dead Nation, but you know what's still there? The essence and the identity of Housemarque is still absolutely there. Yes, the production values of the game has exponentially increased, but the essence of Housemarque, that identity, is absolutely still there, and you're still getting that over-the-top action gameplay. The PlayStation blog does have a post as well coming from Gregory Loden, creative director of Housemarque. Today, I am stoked to share more about our story, ensemble cast, action gameplay, and world building in Saros. Coming to PlayStation 5 and enhanced for PlayStation 5 Pro in 2026. We loved having Raul present Saros at the Game Awards today. It was yesterday, and in case you missed it, you can watch our new trailer below. Our story will haunt you. Saros is the ultimate evolution of the Housemarque gameplay first experience. In our trailer at the Game Awards, we focus on our mysterious and monstrous story and show how we are taking things to the next level. This is our biggest and most ambitious story yet at Housemarque. Saros is the haunting story of a lost off-world colony on Carcosa under an ominous eclipse. You play as Arjun, a powerful Soltari enforcer who will stop at nothing to find who he is looking for. You may have noticed a mysterious corridor and bedroom which you'll need to explore. In the interest of protecting our mystery, I'll let the trailer share what we want to share about our story so you can discover it ahead. Arjun is performed by the brilliant Raul Kohli, but he is not alone. We have an incredible ensemble cast of NPCs that deepen Carcosa's world with their own perspectives and personalities for you to discover. You'll meet our ensemble cast of NPCs in the passage, our hub where you start each run, or in the world where you explore and discover their haunting stories through conversations, Soltari hologram logs, or audio logs. Expect hard-hitting performances from our actors and narrative teams at Housemarque to pull you into our new world with Saros. Our goal is to create an emotional, haunting, and powerful character study that explores the cost of what it takes to create a new future. Our spectacular bullet ballet returns. It would not be Housemarque trailer without some bullet ballet. We hope you loved a sneak peek at Prophet and some action gameplay against Carcosan flora and fauna. As Arjun, you'll have to overcome a variety of hostile creatures and uncover their dark secrets by the end of our cinematic journey. We also showed off a new ability, Parry, where with a perfect timing of R1, you can reflect certain projectiles back at enemies, destroying or staggering them. It feels awesome to use, and it's another way we are taking our action to the next level. And they do also note Digital Deluxe and Pre-Order Editions, 48-hour head start with Digital Deluxe. Absolutely infuriating. For players who want the Deluxe Saros experience, you'll be able to play Saros 48 hours before launch with our Digital Deluxe Edition. The stunning Digital Deluxe art shows of the ancient murals found in the game and our world building. With the Digital Deluxe Edition, you'll get the 48 hours of early access. You'll get some in-game armors that do pay homage to other PlayStation IPs. You have the Hands of Shore armor, the Astra armor, Onryo armor, and the Midgard armor as well. For those playing with the Digital Deluxe Edition, they'll be able to play Saros with our PlayStation Studio Celebration suits featuring Returnal, God of War, and Ghost of Yote inspired Enforcer suits for Arjun. Playing as Arjun with an Astra suit is awesome, and as a huge fan of Sony Santa Monica and Sucker Punch, it's an honor to have their worlds merge with ours for Digital Deluxe players. For all pre-orders, and this includes for physical pre-orders that are live right now, there is no physical deluxe edition, so the early access is only for the Digital Deluxe Edition, also incentivizing you to buy the game digitally. It's not only they want the extra $10, but also incentivizing you for a digital purchase to give you that early access. Just hate that trend, but it is what it is, as I say. But all pre-orders, physically, digitally, will get the Hands of Shore armor, and that is for the base version as well. Come back stronger in 2026. Following today's deeper look at our storytelling, we also wanted to update our launch timing. So the release date has been pushed back a little bit to April 30th. It was supposed to come out on March 20th. But April 30th, not a big deal there. Don't really care about that. There's a lot of games coming out in early 2026, and if they need another 4 or 5 weeks to cook, by all means, take your time to cook. We cannot wait to share more about our game, how we push the PS5 hardware, and more from everyone working on Saros. Expect more news next year as we get closer to launch. Again, I know some of you guys are going to be like, why are you bugging out about the early access? Dude, it's one of the worst trends in gaming. It's one of their ways to up the price of the games without upping the price, because they're effectively taking away something that you used to get for free. The ability to play the game at launch. Yes, they're promoting it in a certain way, and it's an effective way. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely effective. That's why Konami does it. That's why Microsoft does it. That's why so many publishers have jumped on board in doing it. I still gotta call it as I see it, because let's be honest, if the 48 hours of early access wasn't there, yeah, some people would buy the Digital Deluxe Edition for the $80. A lot fewer people, however, would. But that's why they bake in that fake early access. But it is what it is. Probably going to be a trend with Sony games going forward, and hey, games are getting more and more expensive to develop. They got to make their money somehow. But that's going to do it for me. Still very much looking forward to the game. Have loved Housemarque as a studio for north of a decade. If you've never played Super Stardust HD, maybe dig up the PS3 and go play that, because that game was awesome. Returnal, while it was brutally difficult, was an incredibly rewarding game, and I don't know, as I've said before, I'm old and washed up. We'll see how much I can make through Saros, but I think we'll be able to do it, and maybe they'll make it a little bit more accessible. And based on some of the stuff we've seen thus far, that might be the case at least a little bit. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.